Okay. Take 10. How does it go? Like action.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey guys, what's up everyone? It's Isa
And P-Man.
and P-Man.
Welcome to a very serious tea time conversation.
Except I don't have tea.
I thought you had tea.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I have water.
Okay, I'll drink the tea.
Pretend this is tea. As you guys can tell from the title of this video, we're gonna be talking about the things we have learned throughout the past few months that we've been tracking macros and how we've been flexible dieting, and just tips that we have for you guys, for beginners mostly. Just things we learned throughout the process. The reason why I started tracking macros was because I was working out a lot and I was eating healthy, but I wasn't seeing any results. And what I found out was that my portion control was really off, and like I was just eating too much food for my body and like my physical activity level. So when I started tracking, I started seeing results right away because I slimmed down my portions and I really got to see, like visually see what I was intaking. And I guess we could go into what macros are. So the 3 macros are your protein, fats, and carbs. Those are your main sources of energy. You want to have, our main thing is carbs. You know, they give us energy for our brain and our muscles. Protein is going to help you with recovery, fuel your body, and keep you full. And then fats are just essential for your diet, help absorb the vitamins into your body. So those are really important. Make sure you get your essential fats, not like your Cheetos and your fast foods. You want to do like your
avocado.
Yes. Avocados, nuts, salmon have good sources of fats. There's a bunch of foods.
Ground turkey.
Yeah. Well, that's like a whole nother video we can do of like healthy options for your carbs, proteins, and fats.
Tip number 1, okay? Super important, and something that we started really paying attention to pretty recently, is to use the weight like on a scale versus cups or how many ounces if something says, like grams I mean. So what I noticed is like a serving size will be way bigger in a measuring cup versus the weight that it says, because it gives you both options. Yeah.
So for example, I'll give you like Kodiak cakes. One serving size is, it gives you half a cup, or it's what, like 64 grams. Don't quote me on that. I don't know exactly, but you want to make sure you're using the weight instead of the cup. Unless you're just estimating, that's fine. But if you're trying to really be really like strict, then you want to make sure you do the grams, because it does have like, it was like a 50 calorie difference, could be even more, because it depends how much you fill up the measuring cup. So it really does make a difference. Tip number 2, we like to use an app. The app we use is MyFitnessPal. You could literally use anything. There's so many apps out there, like Lose It, Track It, something like that. There's like a bunch of free apps you can use, and this is so helpful because it, like, you can scan your food on there with the barcodes. You can like be really accurate measuring, like using fractions to measure your food, and like really to the decimal, and it will show you all your facts, like your macros, your micros, the percentage you need, the percentage you have left. Like it shows everything. I'm a really visual learner, like I think most people are, so like it's really nice to see like how many calories you have left, and like something to keep track rather than keeping track on paper and pen, which would be a lot more difficult. Yeah. And like people probably wouldn't want to do that. Everyone has their phone on them all the time, and it's just like super easy to do.
It's convenience, right? We live in a world of convenience. Like while I'm eating my food, I'm just scanning in whatever I have, or I like to meal prep, so everything that I can put in for the week is done on Sunday, and then the rest of like my main food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I usually will know what I'm gonna eat already. So it just depends like how you like it. And that brings us really to tip number 3.
Yeah.
Right. So like I just said, I like to put my food in right after I make it on Sunday. So I'll usually make my lunch and my dinners, and then it's really easy just to put it in Monday, Tuesday, through Saturday usually for me. So since it's already in there, like I don't have to wait until the end of the day or the end of the week to know if I'm on track, right? Because that's the point of me tracking, is if I'm eating enough throughout the day and if I'm eating the right things. So it's good for me to track throughout the day, and then I know like I don't have 30 or 40 grams of protein left over to eat at the end of the day, and it's like 9 p.m. and I don't know what to do because I don't like to drink that many protein shakes. So that's the thing. So it depends like how you want to do it, but I would recommend tracking as you go. So every meal you eat, if you're eating a breakfast, write down what you're eating. It's really easy. The app does it. You can do recent things, like what you recently ate, if you like to eat stuff, the same stuff every day for breakfast, like me.
Yeah. We meal prep a little bit differently. She likes to do meal by meal for the whole week, or 5 meals. 5 days, right? 5 days?
Yeah, 5 or 6, yeah.
I like to cook my food in bulk, so I'll cook like a carb for the week and a protein for the week, and I'll just cook it up and I'll have that, and then I'll just measure it the night before or the day of, and then I'll just add in my vegetables after. So I don't like to do meal by meal because I really like to switch it up, and I don't like eating the same thing every day. So tip number 4 is to make sure you're not restricting yourself. So we have like, there's so many different things you can eat and still be healthy. You can add spices to your food. Like I put so many spices in my stuff, like it makes it taste so much better. Hot sauce and everything. Yeah.
But you have to watch out when you are doing stuff like that, because I like to use barbecue sauce, and oh, that's a lot of sugar, and that's not that good.
Yeah, carbs.
But that's why you might not be accounting for, which I don't, which I should actually.
Yeah, make sure if you're using sauces is a different story, but spices, you don't have to track your spices. Sauces, I would be careful, especially like hot sauce. If you are using a lot, it's a lot of sodium. Just depends on your sodium intake.
Eat foods that you enjoy to eat. Don't force yourself to eat something that you don't like. And change it up. Like change up your food. You don't have to eat the same thing every day. Like that's basically.
That's the beauty of tracking it.
Right.
You get to work on your portion control, have a little bit of everything, and balance it out with nutrient dense foods, but still have room to like incorporate the snacks and like unhealthy or little cravings you have. Our tip number 5, Cinco. To not forget about your micronutrients, which are your vitamins, your minerals, all that good stuff. Like your vegetables, you're gonna get a lot of vitamins for your vegetables. Like she was saying, red peppers, good source of vitamin C. The list goes on. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and like she likes to switch around her vegetables every week. So she'll pick 3 each week, and she'll just switch it around. Every week she'll get something different.
It just depends really like what you're in the mood for. We want you to pay attention to
so when you're tracking your macros, when you're logging into MyFitnessPal, listen.
Linda, listen. Okay, seriously.
Seriously.
I love having a sister. Don't you? Tip number 6. To pay attention to the way that you're tracking your food. So if you're putting it in to MyFitnessPal when it's cooked versus uncooked, the weight changes for a little bit. For example, you cannot quote me on this because I could possibly be wrong, and I'm not an expert, so don't quote me on that. It's I think it's about 4 ounces. What was it? The 16 ounces is a pound of like chicken. So after it's cooked, it loses. It loses weight. I don't know. It depends on the way that you cook it, obviously. But you just for like your own curiosity, like weigh it when it's uncooked, and then weigh it after it's cooked. You'll find that it's way lighter. So generally they say that 16 ounces of uncooked chicken is going to be 12 ounces of cooked chicken. So if you're thinking about them gains, which we all are,
we don't want to lose those gains.
You might be losing them, yeah. If you're Like I think that for the past like 6 months I've been very much under eating my protein because of the way I've been weighing it. I've been weighing everything raw, and so got bad Paulina, and now she's learning. This is why I'm giving you guys that tip. So now I buy more of my proteins, just for example, because obviously like vegetables will be different also, but yeah, just for example, the protein. The purpose of this video is just to give you guys some of our like inside tips, what we've learned for the past, like for me, for example, like 6 or 7 months of tracking, like more precisely.
You don't want to get caught up in the numbers. Like,
yeah,
it's a journey, it's a lifestyle,
yeah, exactly.
And it's like, it's a learning experience every single day.
But yeah, we just want you to just
don't take it so seriously.
The food that you're eating
enjoy the food you're eating. Don't take it so seriously. Like, it's okay if you want to go out on the weekends, have fun, go out for pizza, go out for all you can eat sushi. That's every week.
Everybody is gonna track a different way, I think. And do what's right for you. Do what you enjoy. Live your life. Work out.
Get fit.
Live fit. What is my thing to live fit? Oh, okay, here, you guys could follow my one quote that's on my wall. Today, eat right. I can't see it.
Exercise.
Daydream.
Sleep well.
Love yourself.
And
repeat. So every day, just do something for yourself. Like, there's nobody else that you're doing this for, and that's all you have to remember. Don't fall in love with the progress. Fall in love with the process. Because it will just pass you by, and then all of a sudden, you're like, whoa, that time went by so fast. I didn't even enjoy that. So enjoy your food, enjoy your workouts, enjoy your life. We're out. But seriously, don't take it too seriously. Just a little. 85% of the time. 90%.
bye.